This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Okay. So we will start our section. If anybody has a doubt, please do ask me. Okay. I'll repeat you once again. So last class we have just seen what is Excel interface, how the screen is about, what are the shortcut keys in respective to this we have seen. Now we also have something as a history, right? I'm not going to explain the history, what it is, how it is, and all. Just a simple thing. We will just divide this in the part of introduction of MS Office, right? MS Office was introduced, when it was introduced, this and all we are not seeing. We will just divide it up to 2003, and we will change one more part from 2007 onwards. Okay, so when I say here up to 2003, and after this from 2007 onwards. So what is the changes in this is what we are going to see. Okay, so the main changes what has happened in this we will discuss. And remember, whenever you are typing, whenever you type a text, right? When you type a text, we say it as text, or we also say it as string. Okay, text you can say it as string also. That means any alphabets, any alphanumeric characters, date and time, something you're typing, all these things when in a cell, can you see it? In a cell, it comes on a left side. Okay, it will be displayed on the left side. Okay, it will display on the left side. At the same time, when there is a integers, we say it as numbers, right? Integers, or you can say it as numbers. This numbers will be on a right side. Whenever you type, this is what will happen. Okay, so when I type a text comes on the left side. And when I type a numbers, that is say example 100, and this number comes on the right side. This is what will happen whenever you are typing. Yes. Then we have, I told you that we will bifurcate up to 2003, and from 2007 onwards into two parts. See, this is my Excel file, right? This is my Excel file. And when I have an Excel file and I have to save this, while saving the file, the extension which is given to a file after 2007 onwards is .xlsx. Okay, and before 2003, guys, please mute yourself. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's continue. Now see here, up to 2003, say example, I am creating a table, or I'm making some data entry. When I'm doing any data entry, right? When I'm doing an entry, say entry we are doing in an Excel. I'm typing some information in an Excel. After typing this, I need to save, right? I have to save this. So when I save this file, say example, I was creating a attendance register, I was creating a marks card, or I was creating a sales report, something. So say example, I had a table. So let me just show you. Excuse me. Fine. And let me do it here itself. So this is the file. So this file I will be saving with the name. So I've given here MCC Excel Online. The same way, every file, any data entry I do, After typing everything, I save it with the name. So what happens in 2003 when I save with the name, say example, I am giving here as student list. When I save it as a student list, okay, the extension of all the documents, all the files for the Excel up to 2003 will be XLS. And if you are using any version from 2007 onwards, when you save the name, let me give the same name here. I'm giving here as student list dot xls, sorry, xlsx. So this will be then extension. So what does this xls means? xls means spreadsheet, right? xls. So it means Excel spreadsheet. Okay, it is a spreadsheet. Excel spreadsheet, that is a shortcut key which is used here in order to define it when you are saving a name, when you are giving a name. At the same time, when you save a file from 2007 onwards, the extension will be XLS. Now, why there is one more X which is added? XLS is an Excel spreadsheet. Why there is another X has been added? So this, the last X stands for extensively markup language. Okay, markup language. So what does it mean? Okay, what does it mean when I say about extensively markup language? It means that there is another software added. This XML is another software, or you can say another program which is added with the Excel file. So why it was been added? So there was a issue in this. Okay, there was a issue up to 2003. So what was the issue? Means, now say example, I have created a file. I'm creating a file saying that a new Excel file I create as a student list, right? I'm using the latest version, so there won't be a problem. But when I give this as a student list, and after giving a name to my file, and I'm sharing this, whether I'm sharing the same file through a network, or you can say I'm sharing through a mail or any situation. When I share to another person, right? I share to another person, that person will download this student list to his system, whether he is doing using in a desktop, whether he is using in a laptop, he will download it. So once he's downloading, he will start to use the file, and he can recognize or he can read the file what is available in that. Now what happens if he is using this file, if he is downloading and using the file, that other person, say I am the user one, right? So let me come here. If I am sharing this, I am the user one who has created here. Okay, user one. Okay, from the user A side, A is sharing to other person, that is user B, I am sharing. So I attach this student list to a mail and send this to user B. User B opens a mail and download it. So he say that he has downloaded. What happens if this user B must also have a Excel in his system? Excel. When I say about Excel, it must be related to Microsoft only. Okay, it must be related to Microsoft only. Why? Because this was supporting only on Microsoft Excel. In case this user B is using any other Excel software, any other Excel software like soft copy, if he's using WPS, is using, or some other version if he's using, what happens is, after I share to this person, and that person is not using a Excel Microsoft, okay, he's not using a Microsoft, in that case the file which he will download, this won't be in a readable format. He cannot understand what is the content I have given in this file. What is the data entry I've done? That he cannot read it. It won't be in a readable format. For that, this was an issue. Say in case user A, I am using a Windows 2003, that is sorry, Microsoft 2003, and user B is also using 2003. He can see what is the content. User B is using lower than 2003 but he is using MS Office. Yes, he can see the content. If he is using the latest one, yes, then also he can see. That means any version of Microsoft Excel he can download and view the content until he is having a Microsoft. In case any other software if he is using, then only then he won't be able to read the file what is available. So this was causing a problem in the 2003 version. So from 2007 onwards, we have given a support of XLS. X extension was been given. Clear now? Why this X is used? So X is used in order to exchange. X means extensively markup. Excuse me. So X stands for extensively markup language. What this will help? This will helps to, okay, XML helps in converting the data from one software to another software, or from one program to another program. So it helps in converting the data from one format to another format so that the user will be able to read it, recognize it. So helps in converting data from one software to another software. Did you understand what it is? Anybody has a doubt? If anybody has a doubt, you can ask me. You have to respond me, or else I won't be able to say understand whether you are really concentrating or you're understanding. Any doubts you have, please reply me. See, in case if you can't reply, at least put a chat box. Use a chat box, reply me, understand, not understand, something like that.
Understood, ma'am.
Very good. Thank you, ma. At least one can reply no. Everyone are keeping quiet. Okay, Rishita. Rishika, sorry. Let's go. So we'll continue here. So screen elements is done. This is what it is about a Microsoft Excel. Next one. So first I'll do this, the home tab, then we will go for the file tab. So in the file tab I have this other concept. I'll be explaining you this later on. First we will discuss about this home tab, okay. And in case if you are trying, when I start with the function, if you are trying along with me, please let me know, okay. Now here is my text. See here, this is my font style. When I'm using a font style here, before I change or before I create anything, by default, the default font style, right? The default font style what you have is Calibri. Calibri. Okay, Calibri is a default font style. See here, whatever I type, it is there in a Calibri. Whatever I am typing, still it is in a Calibri. If you want to change to some other font style, you can click on this, select whatever you want. I'll go for Arial Black. So that is what you have here. So I've changed it. So Arial Black. This is Calibri. So default font style, excuse me. So default font style is Calibri, and then you have a font size. You have font size. So the font size here, it has been given as 11. So default we have it as 11, right? But what happens here? See, by default you have 11 font size. If I want to increase, I can increase to whatever the size I want, which has been defined here. For example, I'll go for 16. Okay, so or I have the other option in order to increase or decrease this one. This is increase font size. and this is decrease font size. There is a shortcut key for increasing and decreasing a font size, but which we will use in other MS Office. It doesn't support in your Excel. In case if you want to know what is the increase font size, you can just make a note of this. So increase font size, and I'm saying you again, this doesn't support in your Excel. Okay, to increase the font size, the shortcut key is Control Shift and greater than arrow key. Control Shift and greater than arrow key to increase the font size. And in case if you want to decrease, the font size. Okay, you want to decrease the font size, then the shortcut key is Control Shift, then lesser than arrow key. So this is what is a key combination which you will use for increase or decrease, but we won't be using in an Excel. So let me be clear about it. So I said you that the default size here is 11, and we have something called as minimum size. The minimum size which we have in an Excel is 8, and the maximum size here it is a 72. So there will be a question, can I minimize less than 8? Can I like maximize more than 72? Yes, we can do. Now see here, I'll just keep on increasing here. So where it goes 72, it stops. 72, it stops. Let me minimize it. So it stops at 8, but I cannot minimize or maximize more than the limit which has been given. But how to change in that case? If I cannot minimize or maximize, I can give a value. So example, I'll give a 5, the minimum size it will reduce. I'll give a maximum size 80, it will change, right? So I'll give to 90, it will change. I'll give here has 100, yes, it will change. I'll change this to 10, it will change. I'll give this to 8, it will change. I'll change this to 5, it will change. I'll give this to 1, still it will change, right? If I have to give a values that is not available in this, and I can just give the number which font size I want, according to that it will get reduced or decreased or increased, right? Default you have it as 11, minimum is 8, maximum is 72. This is the font size. This two options, this is to increase the font size, the bigger A which you have with the up arrow key, right? Up arrow key it is used for increasing the font size, and this down arrow key with a smaller key which is used for decreasing the font size, decreasing the font size. And then I have a font style. Other than font style, this one is a style. Again, I have something called as bold. The one which we are typing here is a normal font style. I want to make it this darker, then I'll use a bold. You can click on this, or you can use a shortcut key Control B for bold. So you just go for this Control B. I'll paste this Control B, done. Then I have something called as italic. So the shortcut key for this is Control I. Now what I can do, I'll go for this, click here italic, change a slant way of writing, so that is italic. I want to convert this. Now instead of clicking on this, I'll use a shortcut key Control I, so it is changed to italic. And then I have a underline. So underline option, the shortcut key for this is Control U. Control U is a shortcut key. Now I can click on this, or I can give a underline Control U. But see, this for B we do not have any drop down option. For I we do not have any uh, drop down option, whereas for underline you have one drop down option. That means I can underline the words in two different ways. One is single underline and the other one is double underline. If you want to go for single underline, you can use it. If you want to change to double underline, yes, you can change it. You can see here there is two underline methods, single underline and double underline, two different things. So whichever you would like to use, you can use that. Excuse me, right? And then after this underline, I'll go for the next one. You have a border. Now I have given this content here, right? I have typed something. For this I would like to give a border. Okay, all borders, see, two different things. Only outside I want to give, or for all the things I want to give, only on the left, only on the right, only on the top, only on the bottom, whichever the method you would like to give a borders, you can give. So I'll just click on this drop down. First, I'll show you thick border outside. Thick border outside. Now, can you see there is a border which is given outside? Again, I select this. I'll go for this. I'll select as all borders. Now you can see there is all borders given here, right? If you want to remove the borders, no borders, all the borders has been removed. So however you would like to use, so that methods you can use this underlines borders. Okay, I'll select this, then I'll go for this borders. Before I apply, I'll go for line color. Line color, I will use some other color which I can show you. I'll use a darker red, then I'll use here after darker red line style. Line style how you want, I'll use this thicker one. Then I'll select this. See, I can give here like this. I can draw it just on the line, so it will be applied. If you want to use like this, you can use it. Any doubts still here?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, we will go for the next one after this. So I'll choose here the other things. If you want to define anything thick border outside, anything you want to do, yes, you can do. Now what I am doing here is after borders, I have a background color, that is fill colors. For this cell, I'll just adjust this so that you can see the entire cell. For this cell, I would like to give a color, so I can give a color. For this, I would like to give a color, I can give. You have a many coloring option. You can choose whichever the color you want, lighter and darker. In case if you do not like any colors among this, you can go for this more colors. So these are the coloring option has been given. You can pick from this or go to custom, click on the corner whichever the place you want. See the shades which is changing here, those colors you can apply. I'll click on this, then I'll go for this, click on OK, right? So after that I can apply the color here. So first I'll click on this, select this, go for this more fills, then I'll go for custom. I'll change here to this blue color, then I'll click on OK. Sorry, wait, I think there is a default color. So I'll go for this blue, then I'll click on OK. So that color will be applied. So this is how you will be applying a font background color. Say in case I don't want colors itself, I've given, I want to remove it. Then what I should do, I'll click on this again drop down option. You have an option here saying that no fills, no fills. I'll click on no fills. Now all the colors is been removed. So instead of this background color, only the text color. Text means the letters, right? The text color I want to change. So click on this drop down option. You have here text color, right? Text color, that is font color. Okay, first you have to place your cell, then go for this option, select whichever the color you want. I'll go for more colors. I'll pick a color whichever I would like to give. I'll click on OK. Now the color has been changed. So font color you can change it. Is this clear with this font group? Any doubts in this font group?
No, ma'am.
Okay, now look here. I'll copy this. To copy, I'll go for this option. Select this. I'll go for copy. Then I'll go for this paste. Then I'll go for this paste. Then I'll go for this copy. Then I'll go for this guys, let me know, is there any connection problem or any voice if you are not able to hear something? Was
Yeah,
there
ma'am. We couldn't
Yes,
hear
ma'am.
your voice for a while.
Okay, I think so there is some network problem. Be on a line. I'll just check with my other networks. I'll just change it. Am I audible to you all now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's go with the class. So see, I select this, Control C, I paste it in another location, Control V. Copy, paste. That means it will be available in original location as well as in a duplicate location also. For this, we use copy, paste. So for copy, the shortcut key here is Control C. Okay, I need to copy. So copy shortcut key is Control C. And if you want to paste it, for pasting the shortcut key is Control V. Control V. Now what happens? Copy paste we have done. There is another option here as cut. So what is this cut means? Suppose I have a table here. I have a content here. I have to remove from here and put it into some other place where I may need. So to remove this from here, I will cut, and where I need to put it, paste it. So after selecting, you can click on this cut and put it wherever you want by pasting, right? So see, from here it has been removed. Now I want to remove this also. I'll use a shortcut key Control X and put it into some other place where I need. So Control V. So what we have here, it is Control C, that is copy only. Now it is X, that is which we are using for cut, and then I have an option paste, the similar option for your paste. But other than this paste, this is what normally we copy and paste it. But I want this in a different methods. I want it in a different methods of pasting option. So say example, I want to copy this. Okay, but what it is, the given bold, italic, underline, so this shortcut keys I've given. Instead of this, I would like to give it, this is in a vertical format, I have to paste it in an horizontal format. So I'll select this, copy, where I want to paste it, I'll click on that location. Before I paste, I have an option here, drop down. Click on this. Can you see here, there is one option called as transpose, the last one, transpose. What happens? The vertical becomes horizontal. The vertical one will be pasted in an horizontal format. Say example, I'll give few values here. Okay, I've given few values. I'll copy this, Control C. After copying, I will paste it here. When I paste it, instead of vertical, I'll want it into a horizontal way. So I'll go for the space special. I have an option here as transpose, right? Transpose. Now what I will do, I'll do one more thing. I'll type here other values, right? Type here other values. I'm sorry, not here. I'll paste it in an horizontal way. Okay, this horizontal one I will copy and paste it in a vertical format, transpose again. So whenever you are pasting as a transpose, your vertical will become into horizontal and horizontal will become into vertical format when you are pasting it. So in case if any data you want to paste it in an horizontal way or a vertical format, you can use this transpose. You can use this transpose. This is one method. Okay, next one. So we have done what in a paste. So I'm teaching you what paste special. There is a shortcut key for this, but I will show you this shortcut key later. First, we will understand what are the methods we have. Okay, so transpose is done. Now, next one, what I will do is I will apply a formula. Say example, we will calculate this. So I'm just giving a random values. Let this value only I'll copy. I'll copy this and paste it, and here um, I'll copy this and paste it here. Okay, now I want to make a addition, simple addition. Before we go into anything, so we will first see an addition here equals to, I'll just see 10 plus 74, 10 plus 74, I'm sorry, let me redo once again. 10 plus 74, enter. So I got this calculation. I will drag like this. Now everywhere I click, can you see in this formula bar, everywhere I click there is a formula given. Now I copy this. Okay, let me make it into another font color. I'll copy this, then I'll paste it here. When I paste it, after pasting, see here, still I have the formulas, right? Wherever this addition what I have applied, you can see the formulas here. What I want to do here is when I copy this and paste it into another location, I want only these numbers 84, 117, 117, 126, only these values I wanted, but without formulas. But without formulas I wanted. So what I will be doing here is I'll copy this and paste it as a value. So I'll copy this first, copy, control C, where I want I'll go for that option. Before I paste, see here I have an option 1 2 3, paste it as a values. I'll click on this. Now see here I got the same 84, 84, 117, 117, 126, 126. But see when I click here, you have a formula, you have a function. But when I click here on 126, I have only numbers but without a function. So I will be copying one formula from one place and putting into some other place where I have to paste it without values, only the actual value. In that case, I will be using this paste as values. I'll be using this paste as value. So we are using here value. Here now, any doubt in this method?
No, ma'am.
Okay. The next one we will see in the paste special. Guys, give me a minute. I'll just get back to you. Hello? Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. So what we were doing, we are using a paste. I have a transpose, I have a values. I just need to copy this and paste it, whichever the method. So next method, what I will do, say example, I have a numbers here, right? The numbers. Okay. So now what I will do, I'll make here bold, I will make it italic. Okay. So even this one, I'll make it bold. I'll make it italic. I'll change this to Arial black. Arial black. So this one also I'll change this some other font style. Which way will go? I'll change to this. I've changed to some other font style. I'll copy this. After copying, when I paste it, what happens? It comes in the same format, same Arial, right? Algeria. Okay, now what I will do, I'll copy this and keep here. When I paste it, before I paste, what I will be doing here, I'll select here as, okay, uh, so I can use this only values. When I use the same values, then what happens? You will get the default Calibri itself without this bold, without this italic, without any changes with the font color. So this purpose also you can use a font color. Now here we have used a formula, right? I will select this. I will copy this. After copying, I am going to paste it here. I've given a font color. I'll go for this formulas, with the formulas. Now what happened? See here, I'm getting a formulas, but the font color did not change. Right? I have a default Calibri and 11 font color didn't change. So let me do one more thing. I'll select this. I'll give a background color. Okay, let me give a background color for this. Then we will make it a dark color of this. I'll make it bold, I'll make it italic. Then I'll also change to some other option, some other font style I have changed. After changing this, let me copy. After copying, I'm pasting here. So when I paste, same thing will happen. Control C, Control V. But what happens? Before I paste, I go for this as formulas. When I paste it as some formulas, I'll get the calculation with the formulas, but without the formatting. Without formatting. Okay. Now again, I select this. I'll copy this and paste it here. Paste it here. But what I'm using here is formatting with the numbering. Formatting with the numbering. So what happens? Everything will come as the same thing, which is common. Okay, which is common, the same percentage sign or anything. Formulas, whatever you are using, both will be the similar kind of things only. Okay, now what happens now? I'll go for this. Wait, we have done with the formulas. We have done a formula with the percentage we have seen. Then we will see the keeping a source formatting. Keeping a source formatting. Now I'll change this bold, okay, italic here. Okay, so I made this bold and italic. I'll copy this. Okay, before I copy, I'll change the font style. So the normal copy paste, control C, control V, what you are doing, the same effect you will have when you are using this pasting as a keeping the source formatting. In the source place, which font you have used, same font you will be getting. You won't be changing it. Clear? In the source place, whatever the font style, excuse me, whatever the font style you have, the same style it will be pasted when you are pasting it. So this is keeping a source format. Keep the source format in the source place from where I have copied. Whatever the format you have, the same format will be used here. So this is nothing but the same control C, control V, which we are using the same format. So no need to worry about it. And the very interesting part is, if I want this table to be copy pasted, see, I want to copy and paste it. I get this as a content, but what if I want it as an image? So say control C, I will paste it here. I have an option here as paste it as image. See here, I can increase the font, I can increase the image size, I can increase the image size, I can decrease the image size. See how much ever I want. Row I want to increase, height I want to increase, width I want to increase. However I want, I can change this. So paste it as an image. I can copy and paste it as image. So picture we have seen now. How to copy and paste it as picture. Okay. Again I do this, I copy this and I'll paste it here. Before as a paste, instead of pasting as picture, I'll use here as linked picture. So what happened? So this will have a linked picture, that means another picture kind of things itself. There is no other changes. Okay, so next one, again I click on this, copy, and I'll go for this. All these three are similar. This linked picture you're taking, or you're taking as picture link, paste as a link, and right, paste as a link. So this will be becoming as a link between this. That means a normal paste without any fonting effects. So in this, the most important part is we will be using this paste as a value first thing. Second thing, we will be using paste as an image. Third one, pasting as a transpose. This is something important. Okay, now see what I will do here is, this is a picture, right? Okay, I'll go for this. I'll adjust this picture, I mean the table size. Okay, row height, I'm just column width I'm adjusting. I'll select this and apply all borders. Okay, after applying all borders, I'll copy this, Control C, copy this, and then I'm putting here Control V. Now see, the same height which is of M, N and O, that it is used. But what if I paste it here? Before I paste, I'm using here, keep the source column width, keep the source column width. So how much width I have used, the same width it will adjust. So that is source width. Okay, the width how much you want to keep, that you can keep it. Any doubts in the space special? If you have, you can let me know. So no one has a question, no one has a doubt, that means I can go for the next one, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Fine, so paste is done. So for this paste special, for pasting all this format, paste special, I have a shortcut key as Control Alt V. Control Alt V. Right? This is a shortcut key for paste special. See, why I first explained this with this paste drop down option is, this is the easiest way of understanding. If I use, say example, I'll copy this. After copying, I'll click here and I'll go for Control Alt V. So now you have to understand this, what type of things I want to use it. So I want to use here transpose. Then I'll click on OK. So like this, you have to understand. And I have a border. Okay, I'll copy this and I have to paste it here. So before I paste, I have to paste the same values but without a border. So Control Alt V. So I have an option. So see here, you will have an option without borders, column width, formulas, values and numbers, all merging, all using this. So like this, you will be having a values, how you want to do. Skip the blank. Anything you have, those things you will be doing here. Say now, I'll copy this, I'll use here as all borders, copy, and I will come here in order to paste. So before I paste, see here, no borders, I have an option. The same thing you have to understand when you press Ctrl Alt V. So what is this? All except border. I have to click on this, or I have to click on OK. So in case if you understand what is the content in the shortcut key Ctrl Alt V, yes, you can apply it. If you're getting confused, simply just go with this drop down option. Whichever you want, you can use it. Right? Okay. Then let me go for this format paint. Okay, I'm going for the format paint. What is this format painter is used for? Say example, you can type anything. I just type a word as Excel. For this word, I will change the font style. I'll change the font style to this. Let me increase the font size. I'll make it bold. I'll change the color. I'll go for this more. I'll choose this blue color. I'll click on OK. So it has been applied with the blue. I'll make this italic more italic. OK, done. I have to give a background color. So let me give this yellow color. Done. I'll give a all borders. Okay, thick border outside, done. Now what I want to do, whatever I have done here, bold, italic, border, font color, font background color, right, font size, font style, all this thing I have to copy. And whatever the things I have done here, bold, italic, everything, I have to apply for this. But the words should not change. I have to copy and paste it here. But the format painter, only the word will be here. Excel will be whatever effects I've given for Excel, that has to be copied to my format painter. So what I'll do, I'll click on this format painter. You will get a brush kind of thing. You just need to double click on whatever the option you would like to apply. Okay, say example, I'll give here as online class. I'll give it as online class. When I type here as online class, I would like to apply. So instead of clicking on this, I'll select this. I'll use a shortcut key, Control Shift C to copy. Control Shift C to copy. Paste it by using Control Shift V. But what happens? We are using a Excel. For Excel, this shortcut key doesn't support. In case if you want to know the copy and pasting, copy paste for the format painter, excuse me. So the shortcut key here is Control plus Shift plus C to copy the format painter. Control plus Shift plus V is used for this pasting of this format painter. Pasting format painter. I'll click here, select this format painter, apply on this two cells. So you will get this applied here. So to copy and paste, you can use it Word, you can use it in PowerPoint. This method for your headings, one heading I've applied, for the another heading I would like to apply. In that case, you can use this format painter. This format painter, you have a shortcut key, Control Shift C, Control Shift V to paste. But what happens in Excel, it doesn't support. In Excel, it doesn't support. You have to just click on the option and you have to paste it. So here ends our clipboard group also. Is it clear to everyone? Why I am not getting any response? If you don't respond, how will I able to continue? I'm not understanding whether you can understand or anything.
Understood, ma'am.
Good. At least reply something, right? Good. Thank you. Understood. Very good. At least I can see the chat box also. There is some kind of replies. Yes. Let's continue again. Now I'll go for this alignment. Alignment we will do on this. Do you need a break?
No, ma'am.
We'll continue then. Good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine then. So see, I have to use this alignment. To use this alignment, let me type something. So I'll just increase the font size. I mean the column width I will just increase. I'll type something here so that which I can arrange into some other place. So let me type here as NICT computer education. Okay, education. Now this is where I'll increase the row height and width also. So purposely I'm doing, this is left, this is my left alignment, this is my center alignment, this is my right alignment. Again I'm saying you left, center and right. What happens here, we have a shortcut. We do not use a shortcut key for alignment. Control L for left alignment, Control E for center alignment, Control R for right alignment. That is a shortcut key which you use in Word and PowerPoint. But why we are not using here? The same key will be used for another functions here. Excel is based on a function, that means a formula, so we are using for different functions here. That is what most of the shortcut keys is not being given here, right? So instead we just go to that particular option and click on that. So this is right alignment, center alignment, and I'm sorry, left alignment, center alignment, and right right alignment. Now the same thing I want it on a right itself, right, on the right side itself, but I want it in the top of the cell. Top of the cell I can arrange like this: top of the cell, in the middle of the cell, at the bottom of the cell. So this is another way of your alignment: top alignment, middle alignment. This is middle and this is center. Okay, this is middle alignment, this is bottom alignment. So left, center, and right, top, middle, and bottom. So I want to give it a center, I want to give it in a bottom. Any method whichever you want to use is for alignment, you can use it. Now the same text I want to write it in a different direction, so you have a direction options how you want to write it. Those things you can select here. I can select like this, I can go for this anti-clockwise, I can go for rotating. So whichever the method you would like to use, you can use that method. I want to reset this, so I'll go for this format cell alignment. So see here how much ever degree you want to keep. So I'll give here only 21. Okay, I'll give here as 15 degrees enough for me. Okay, in a center, then I'll click on OK. So 15 degree is been aligned. Okay, for alignment you can give this degree wise also. Format your cell alignment, you have an option. This numbers, see here numbers, we have a number group. Font we have already done this. Then borders we have already came to know. Fills we have already used this colors. Protection I have to do it, but I'll be doing it later on. Okay, so all these things. So alignment I'm just doing this. All these things you can just skip it, we will do this later on. Okay, so only thing is how much alignment you would like to give, that much alignment you can select. Click on OK, then you will get updated. You will get updated here. Girls, am I audible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Why
ma'am.
one of your friend is asking that is the class is over, Bhumika? Just say her if he, any of our friend has said the class is going on. Just reply as class is going on. Okay, so let's come here. So this is how you will be aligning it. Okay, let me put this back again. I want to change this into a normal font style. Go for format, I'll make it into a proper 0 degree. Click on OK, you get like this. I'll adjust this. I'll adjust this. Now what I want to do is, we will see something called as merge and center. I'll put it in this place. Merge and center. For this, I'll just take a help of, like say example, I'll be creating a marks card of some scorecard I'm creating for the students. Okay, so I have a student A, student B, student C, student E. Enough. This is enough for me. So here I'll paste. Now this is my students' names. I have a score for the subject 1, subject 2, subject 3, subject 4, subject 5 and subject 6. See, there is one more thing which I will be doing here is I have to type a values. That is, this marks what you have taken, this I have to type here. What I want to do is instead of typing, I'll take a help just randomly. I want some values because I'm not giving the exact value. Just for practice, I'm doing so I can use the function here equals to rand between a random values between the range what we are going to specify. So rand between from which number to which number, from 30 to 95 I need 30 comma 95, close the bracket, enter. You got some value. I'll just click here, drag this, done. I click here and drag this till the last 6 subject. Okay, I'll drag this till the last 6 subject. Change to subject 6, enter. Now see, still the values are changing because the values is random. I'm giving randomly, it keeps on changing. So say example, I give here the total also. I'll make a total also, total, enter. For this, I'll use a function here auto sum option I have. I'll just click on this, I got the total. See, I just keep on entering as many times I press enter, it keeps on changing. So what I will do, ignoring this total, this numbers which is with the formulas, I'll copy and paste it as a values. You know this, just now we have used it as a paste special. Control C, then I will paste in the same location. I'm not going to another place, so control all to be the paste special option. I'm using here as values, done. Now see, the same numbers you have but without a formulas and total is been applied. Let me apply a borders for this. I'll select all, go for all borders. So this is still in a red color, we will change to automatic. We'll go for this line color, automatic, for all this selected one. Okay, I'll select this, go for a border, all borders. Okay, I'll change the thickness also, line style. I'll use a very thin one. Okay, all borders I'll use, so it has become very thin. So this is my heading. This is my heading. I'll give a highlighter. So text highlighted. Now here I'll give a heading as students marks list. Marks list for say example July 2023. But what I've done, this is I've typed in this box only in this box. I want to give this in a, all the cells. This has to become a all these cells, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. All the 8 cells must become into one single cell. For that we use an option here. I'll select this range, I'll go for this merge and center, click on this. That means all this cell, a different cell is becoming into one single cell, extra large cell. See, if I place my cursor here, what it says, it combines and centers the content of all the selected cell in a new large cell. Okay, now see here, I have an option here, Excel. You have one number and two number, they have just made it into one single cell. Okay, so in case if you are using a merge across, you will be using this. So let me explain you, there is one more way. I'll apply, say example, this only for column I have done. I'll select this column, I'm in the row. Okay, I'll click on this. First, let me give a border. Only then you will understand, right? I have a borders given. So this I want to make it into one single cell, merge and center, done. I'll select this range. I'll create a border. Now you can see the borders. All this I want to make it in one cell, merge and center. Yes, I can do it. Then I want to select some rows and columns together. This I want to merge and center. Yes, I can do it. There is one more thing here. So, say example, I have these two cells. Okay, all borders. Now I want this two cell as one, this two as one, this two as one, this two as one. So two cell as one cell, I have to merge it. So what I have to do, select this, merge, select this, merge. Individually we have to do alternatively. I can use another option. I can select is you have a drop down option, merge across. Now see, it is becoming into one, two cells into one part. Okay, suppose let me select this all the four cells, five cells together. I'll apply all borders. Now I will say that this has to become into one single cell. So I'll select this range, go for this, merge across. So see, all the cells are becoming into one single part. Understood? Anybody has a doubt?
No, mom.
No, ma'am.
Okay, good. Let me continue then. So whichever the method you want to merge, you can merge. That means I want to merge some different cells and put it into one single cell. Then I use this merge and center, this option. There's something again one more here as wrap text. Wrap text. Now say example, I'll type here as have a great day. Have a great day. Enter. I can see what is the content type here. I can see in the formula tab also. Next cell. I'll type here as good night. Take care. This is what I'm typing. Enter. Now, but I cannot see what is the content here. I can see in table here in a formula bar, but I cannot see here. Now, good night, take care is done. I'll go for this. I'll type here as sweet dreams. So I cannot see the take care what I've typed here. Whatever I typed in the cell, I want to see in the same cell, but what? All the content I have to see. Whatever I have typed in the cell, all the lines I have to see in the same cell, okay, without hiding any word. So in that case, you will use a wrap text. So see, I'll click on this wrap text. I'll click on this wrap text. That means what this will do, this will wrap the text. You have a multiple lines, you have too many lines which it cannot display out of the box, out of the cell. So what it will do, it will expand it. So it will expand into 3 4 lines, multiple lines, and it will show you. So that is what it is given here, wraps the extra long text into multiple lines so you can see all of it in a visible format. That is what this wrap text means. Then I have the other part here, which is increase indent and decrease indent. This I'll cover. So let me copy this. I'll copy this and put it into this box. Have a great day. For your understanding, I'll put it into middle. I want to move this. Let me put it on a left side also. I want to move this on the right side. So I can use this alignment, but I don't want completely to be moved. I want a bit to be moved. So I can use this increase indent as much as I want to move a bit on the other side, a bit other side. Then I can, no, this is, I have moved too much long. I have to get it back. So you can use this increase indent. Increase indent. Okay, increase indent, decrease indent. To move a word a step by step without giving a space is indent you will be using. To increase, that is to move on the right side, is called as yes, increase indent. To move on the left side, it is called as decrease indent. You can see here increase indent. Then move your content further away from the cell border, or you want to go with this, you have to come for this. Yes, you can move this also. So however you want to do, whichever the method you want to do, you can move it. See, I have a content inside this. I have a content inside this. Can you see here? Have a great day, but it is not visible here. So in that case, I'll be using this. I don't want to display what is the content, but I have typed something. In that case, you can use this. I can bring back the content to this. Understood? Any doubt in this
No, ma'am.
alignment form group? Excuse me. Okay, so I'll come for this numbering. Before I do numbering, since we have to work on this too much, I'll just come for this file tab. A small things till save as I can cover. Remaining part we will see in the next class. Right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So now, see, we are already working on a file, Mount Carmel, that is MCC Excel online. Now, I have to open one more Excel file. So, in that case, what I will be doing here is I can go on this file, click on this new blank workbook. I got a book one. Can you see here? There are two Excel files, book one and my Mount Carmel College files. So, instead, I can use a shortcut key, Control N. Now can you see here it changes to book 2. Now we have here 3 files. Again I press Control N. I get a book 3. You can see here 4 files. Let me close this, all the other one, right? So to open a new file, make a point of this. So it is to open new file, new document, you can say new file, you can say anything. So wherever you are using, it is the same key, Control N. Control N for the new file. Okay, now what if I have done some Excel work. See here, uh, sorry, where should I use this? Okay, I have a student list, but I have nothing in that, so leave that. We'll go for some other file. I have here data joins road accident, like this. In different places I have different file name I have given. And see, in advanced Excel also I have so many files here. Now whatever the files I have in different folders, somewhere or the other where I have a Excel file saved. In case if I have to open any of this file, in case if I have to open any of this file, I'll go to file, open, see all the list of files which I have used Excel. All the names have been given here. Whichever I have to open this, example I want this road accident data, double click on it, it will open. I think the data size is too big. I don't know how much time it will take to load. We'll see this. Okay, so I got this data. I'll close this. Okay, again I'll go for file. I go for open. Then I'll take this data joins. Okay, this place has been moved. I would have deleted it. Open. I'll go for which one? I think this also I would have deleted. Where I have to go. I'll use this calculation field. Nothing I've done. Okay, fine. Let me go for the next one. I'll go for open. Okay, merge data joins, this I'll select. So see, I have the other files, so like this I have opened. Now the same thing, instead of going to file, open and select, I can directly press Control O, that is open the files. You get the list, just need to click on this. So let me go for my Amazon Prime data, double click, so my Prime data will open. So it is a data set I just downloaded from software, you don't have to worry about it. So whatever the file I am using, or which I would have used, which I would have worked, those files which is already saved in my desktop, documents, downloads, wherever it is, if I have to open those files, then I'll be using here a shortcut, that is open. Shortcut key for this is Control O. And I hope you also remember this shortcut key which I've given for your save. So save, it is Control Yes. Okay, Control Yes is used for saving. Now I have another point here saying as save as. Now what is the difference between save and save as? Between save and save as. Okay, so save means I am working on this MCC Excel online. Whatever I'm typing, I want to keep all the content in the same file, so I'll use this Control S. I'll use this Control Yes in order to save this. But at the same time, this MCC Excel online file, I want to save it in another location. First point, another location, or in another name, second one, or in another format. Any three condition, another name, another format, or another location. I will be using this option as save as. Might be a duplicate copy, you can say. I want to put it into some other place with some other name, then I use a save as. You can just go for this file, save as, where you want to save this PC. I'll go for this PC. Let me go where this PC I'll select. Okay, on this PC. Hello, open for desktop. On a desktop, I want to save. Yes, I can save it. Or there is other methods also. I can say the same save as with a shortcut keys. The shortcut key is F12. You just need to press F12. And do you remember I told you that whenever you are using a function key, in case if you're working on a laptop and your laptop doesn't support, then what you have to do, you have to take a help of function key. Press function key and press F12. Say press function key and press F12. Then this file name you can change. Say same file name you want, you can keep it. Say example, I'll just take it as sample format. Sample format name I'll give. On the desktop itself I'll save, but I will save it in the format of PDF. Then I'll click on save. Okay, save. So let me come down here. Can you see here? There is a sample format data. Excuse me. So whatever in whichever the file I was there, it will be saved in a PDF format. So any file you want to save it in a different format, different name, in different location, you will be using this option save as. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. I'll stop till here. Remaining part will continue in the next session, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, will
That's
you
all for
send the
today.
video of this? Like YouTube you
Ma'am.
send?
Yeah, ma'am.
Every day's class will be shared to you on the next day. Today's
Okay.
classes will be shared tomorrow. Videos will be shared on a YouTube and the link will be given to
Sure.
you first. Second thing, and your attendance also will be updated. I will be updating. Probably still I didn't start to update. I have only the login details. Whoever is joining the meeting, their list I have. According to that, I will update the attendance. Okay. So make sure you give your own name in your this thing in your Zoom
Ma'am,
meeting.
where
Right.
we
I'm
will
saying.
get to see the attendance?
Attendance I will be maintaining in separate Excel. After this, the same Excel file will be shared to your college people.
Okay. And ma'am, one more doubt. And how will the exam be done, ma'am? Like, we will have to sit in front of a computer and do whatever it is told,
Why,
or
ma?
the
Very
theory
first
paper?
class, you are asking about exam now?
No, because
Huh?
that 30
Ma'am,
hours they
according
gave,
to
so just to,
ma'am.
yeah,
Okay,
like
no
that
need
we
to
can
worry.
make notes and yeah, yeah.
Everything is MCQ. Okay, MCQ questions you
Okay,
will
ma'am.
be having. Okay, you
Okay,
will be
ma'am.
doing taking a exam from your home itself. We will be sharing your
Okay.
link, and for the link, how to log in, what will be the password, what will be the exam pin, everything we will be sharing on the end of the day, just before your exam, half an hour before, right? So all
Okay,
these
ma'am.
things will be given, but I can only confirm you that it is MCQ questions.
Okay, ma'am. Sure. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, that's all for today. We'll see in the next class, that is tomorrow. Clear?
Thank you,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes. See you then, everyone. Next class, meet you all.